Everybody ready? Appreciate it. Real quick, so this is my first Hawkies. I've been here for 3 years, and this is my first Hawkies, and for obvious reasons. And I'm just glad that I'm a part of it, and I'm excited. I don't know what to say. This is a great place. I love everybody here. Real quick on Twitter. If anybody has a Twitter account, not make one. We got the best dress, straight up votes. It's just votes. So we got Yord Gonzalez from baseball. We got Claire Pumford from volleyball. We got Mario Campo from men's soccer. And last but not least, of course, Nunji. So it's open for 44 more minutes. 44 more minutes. Anyways, we'll get right to it. Ladies and gentlemen, he's the protector of the nest. He's a Jayhawk through and through. Everybody, the director of athletics, George Sisson.
Hey, thank you very much. I appreciate it, and it is a very exciting night. It's 9 months of your commitment, your dedication, your work ethic, your commitment to all that we do, both on and off the court, that we get a chance to celebrate you guys tonight. And it looks great. The Jayhawks really look good tonight. I didn't even recognize some of you in the setups that you have, but I appreciate it. It's an honor for me as the athletic director to oversee this group of people and coaches and supporters. So without any further ado, I would like to get started with our programming. At first, I'd like to recognize a couple of our administration that spent an evening with us here. Dr. Daniel DeMart, our president. Right down here. Dr. Kirk Young, Enrollment, Marketing, Communication, Athletics Dean. Right down here, Dr. Young. Dr. Marilyn Zagora, Vice President, Academic Affairs. I think she'll be coming in shortly. So, again, thank you for their commitment. I know that sometimes we don't always get what we want, but we are always heard. And I will say that our administration currently is working very, very hard for you guys. And yes, there's times when change is slow, but sometimes when you're making that change, you can't be wrong. So slow and right is better than fast and wrong. But I will tell you from my perspective, we have two gentlemen that are here tonight that are in our corner. They're working hard. They're doing their job, we're trying to do our job, and we'll keep moving this program forward. So again, thank you very much, guys, for being here tonight and spending your time. This year, we've been trying to work at doing some kind of a mentorship with some of our faculty and staff on campus. And this year, Dr. Corey Damon and Carla Cummins. Dr. Corey Damon, I saw a hand in the back. And Carla Cummins were our academic support staff. And this is a program that is a brainchild of Ashley's, and we are trying to work farther into that to make sure that we are getting a connection between our athletics and our academics here at JCC. We appreciate their time and commitment to you guys and also being here tonight. Also, I'd like to recognize Austin Lindell. Austin has taken a lot of his time unpaid to come to our events and take pictures of us. As you saw some of the pictures over in the social hour, those are all the work of Austin, everything that you see on our website, social media. Most of that stuff is of Austin, and obviously we all love to have our pictures taken, especially when you're younger, right? So we appreciate Austin. Let's give Austin a big hand of applause. special thank you to our people who have volunteered. We have paid staff and we also have our volunteer staff. And throughout the year, we surely wouldn't be where we're at without some of those people who have committed themselves to us. And so I want to make a special recognition to all the people, not only for our varsity athletic events, for all the athletic-related events that we have volunteers to help us pull off what we do. So a cheer and a round of applause for our volunteers. Jalen Moorhead from Personal Touch Catering has been a person that we've dealt with and organized our events throughout the year for different things. So obviously we got a chance to get started before. Please stay with us afterwards as we go for the sugars and sweets. We'll have some time afterwards to socialize and enjoy each other's company following that. I do want to, before we get started any farther, I'm going to ask if your team is coming up or you're getting an award or you're getting recognized and you're coming up, I'd ask that you come up on this side of the stage and then make your way across, and then there's actually stairs over there. Don't worry about the lighting. If you fall, it's not very far down. But you're going to exit that side, okay? But we get a chance, everybody to see you and applaud you and all that kind of stuff. So at this time, really, we'd like to now start the awards, and it's a very special award that we started when we went to our athletic awards banquet and changed it to the Hawkies, and we called it our Distinguished Jayhawk Award. And tonight's Jayhawk, or Legacy Award, this evening we have a distinguished honor of acknowledging the great accomplishments of Mr. Greg Fish. For those of you who are not familiar with Mr. Fish, he started his tenure at Jamestown Community College in 1980, where he served as the executive director of the FSA. All right? He was involved in a number of different roles while at JCC. One of those roles involved serving as the athletic director for the Jayhawks from 1991 to 2000. While in that role, Greg served as the Region 3 Men's Regional Director, and in 1996 to 2013, he was the National Committee Chair for men's ice hockey, golf, basketball, and swimming and diving. I know why he did swimming and diving. You get to go to Florida every other year, so, you know, he's smarter than he might look. He also found himself involved as a member of the men's bowling, baseball, and soccer committees, and National Budget and Finance Committee. Greg also served as the National Junior College Division III Men's Baseball Tournament Director and the Division III Men's Golf National Championship Director. Greg was the reason why the Men's Division III Golf received their own championship event, and JCC Community College became the host site. JCC has now been hosting that tournament for the men for the past 23 years this spring. And also this spring, we'll have the inaugural Division III Women's Golf National Championship alongside of our men. So obviously Greg's work has started a few years ago. After Greg's left athletics, he worked solely as the executive director of FSA. In 2015, Greg decided it was time to take a break. However, a break for Greg is a couple months south. If you see he and his wife Teresa, they have outstanding tans, and still involved himself in a number of JCC functions. Greg still serves on the George Batitis Open Golf Committee, which is the tournament we ran this last weekend and raised a little over $15,000 for our athletic program, and volunteers this day to help run that event. He's the handshaker, but his wife Teresa makes the mimosas up there on hole number 6. So he continues to be a sounding board for us, the National Golf Championship Committee, and continue to provide guidance and growth to a long-standing event. For over 30 years, and while wearing countless hats, Mr. Fish has been an asset and a voice for Jamestown Community College. JCC athletics would not be what they are today without his tireless dedication to the Jayhawk way. If you talk to Mr. Fish, he will use that term a lot, the Jayhawk way. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Greg Fish to the stage as we present him with tonight's Jayhawk Legacy Award. Mr. Fish. It's just, you got to take a moment to appreciate the years of service. And with somebody that's committed that many years to young people and to the staff here, means something. It's time to start recognizing our student athletes as we will look at this year's Male Performance of the Year. The following athletes have been nominated for Male Performance of the Year based on their individual accomplishments during their championship season. This year's nominees are Brock Johnson at districts. At the Northeast District Championship, Brock pinned both of his opponents to earn a berth to the 2022 National NJCA Wrestling Championships. In the finals, Johnson was down 9-1 and threw his opponent to get the fall and win the Northeast District Championship at 197 pounds. Brock Johnson. Next nominee is Matt Fennell, the 100 intermediate, the 100 IM record. Fennell set a new school record in the 100-yard IM with a time of 1 minute, 3 seconds, and .29 at the 2022 Swimming and Diving National Championships in Florida. Matt Fennell. Wyatt Hennessy, baseball. That cost him. Versus Broome in the second game of a doubleheader against SUNY Broome Community College. Wyatt helped the Jayhawks erase a 9-1 deficit after 3.5 innings of play, where he went 4 for 5 at the plate, including a triple, and drove in 7 runs as the Jayhawks went on to win 13-12. Wyatt Hennessy. Trayden Gray, men's golf at the Jayhawk Invitational. Gray placed first at the 2022 Jayhawk Invitational held at Chautauqua Golf Club, shooting a 74 on a par 72 course. Gray finished 5 strokes ahead of the next closest competition to bring home the hardwood, Trayden Gray. Trayden Gray. You guys just found out a special skill that I have. Isn't that awesome? Hey! And I wasn't nervous until all you guys came in the room, then I got nervous. Hey, this year's winner for the Male Performance of the Year goes to Brock Johnson. When the athletic staff and the coaching staff got together to go through these different things, it was brought up by Coach Anderson that just to be nominated, I mean, we probably could have put another 10 people in those categories, but to be nominated is something special. And so, Female Performance of the Year, the following athletes have been nominated for Female Performance of the Year based on their individual accomplishments during their championship season. And the nominees are Hannah Hicks, women's basketball. Butler County Community College, Hicks scored 24 points while grabbing a career-high 30 rebounds. Hannah Hicks. Next one, Tia Moppert, women's swimming at Nationals. Moppert was named the 2022 Swimming and Diving National Championship Swimmer of the Meet. While at Nationals, Moppert became an All-American in one event while earning honorable All-American honors in 6 other events. That's Tia Moppert. And the winner of the Female Performance of the Year goes to Tia Moppert. So Andrew and Ashley put this script together, and they left out where I'm supposed to start, where I'm supposed to end. So if I'm up here all night, they didn't put it in here. Team Academic Award. This is the balance of our trifecta as a Jayhawk. I had a chance, probably for most everybody that's in this room, when you visited Jamestown Community College before coming here, you probably had a chance to sit in my office. And we talked about the three parts of being a Jayhawk. One is we want you to get better as an athlete. Two, we want you to become the best that you can be academically. And you guys define the best, right? We don't necessarily always mean a 4.0, but we ask you to do the best. We also ask you to be challenged and grow as young people, making good choices, knowing the difference between a life learning experience and a life changing experience. So this part of it, we have the chance and the opportunity to talk about a Team Academic Award. Each year we encourage our teams to fully embody the student portion of being a student athlete, being prompted and attentive in classes, handing in homework on time, and being successful on exams and quizzes encompasses what it takes to be academically successful. This team understood what it needed in the classroom and led all of the teams at JCC and a GPA. Give a round of applause to our academic team of the year, the men's wrestling team. Coach Simic. Coach Simic, I heard some walls. I said, hey, they're smarter than they look. Come on up. Congratulations, man. At this time, I'd like to turn the microphone over to Ashley Lund as she will present the next set of awards. At this time, I'd like to pass the microphone over to Ashley Lund for the next set of awards. She deserves all of that and maybe a little more.
Okay, so we're going to take this time to honor our two-year athletes. Because of COVID, we're in a weird transition where some of you are considering staying and going, but we've decided to honor those that have been with us for 2 years that may stick around. You're going to be walking up on the stage anyways. So we're going to start with our men's soccer team, Jesse DaCosta and Ryan Koch. Please come up on stage. From women's soccer, Anna Burt and Hannah Scholl. So George wants me to explain everything that they're receiving. So tonight, along with the Alumni Association and the foundation, they have supplied us with bags, some gifts inside, and then we've also added a Jayhawk pin, which we would love for you to put on your graduation regalia. Okay, show that off on Sunday as you walk across the stage and receive your diploma. So, yeah! From volleyball, Miss Emma Pumford. From women's basketball, Hannah Hicks, Jessica Beeler, Kimmy Nance, and Sydney Burke. From men's basketball, Jafar Yahuza, Josh Baumer, and Josiah Ransom. From wrestling, Andrew Bunger, Alex Christie, and Ross Abram. From women's swimming, Jade Vidas and Tia Moppert. From men's swimming, Matt Fennell, Jackson Vanstrom, and Colby Pentel. Don't fall. From baseball, Jordangel Gonzalez, Adonis Collado, Aiden Regal, Wyatt Hennessy, Billy Harmon, Bryce Jackson, and Lucas Propiglia. From softball, Emily Horth and Samantha Heppel. And to round us out with golf, Matt Fennell and Josh Brown. Again, we'd like to thank you all for your commitment to JCC Athletics. We hope you've enjoyed your time here. Okay, so we're moving on to the next 4 awards of the night. Up next is Female Ultimate Jayhawk of the Year. Our nominees this year, the term Jayhawk has been used to define someone who demonstrates dedication to their sport, team, and who has embraced the culture of Jayhawk athletics. These nominees have done just that. They have held true to the Jayhawk name and given athletics and the college something great. The nominees for Female Jayhawk of the Year award are Jessica Beeler, Brianna Gilbert Hopkins, and Heather Johnston. This year's Female Ultimate Jayhawk of the Year award goes to Jessica Beeler. Now to the Male Ultimate Jayhawk of the Year. The Jayhawk is defined around campus as one that is strong through the tough times, steps in when they are called upon, and never gives up when the game time approaches. They embody the kind of athlete that each coach tries to recruit. These male nominees for Jayhawk of the Year award have shown us that they can and will do anything for their team and take the word Jayhawk seriously. Nominees for Ultimate Male Jayhawk of the Year are Jesse DeCosta, Brendan Ramsey, and Yordangel Gonzalez. Your male ultimate Jayhawk of the year goes to We now move on to the Behind the Headlines Award. The Behind the Headlines Award represents a male and female student athlete that may not be the leading scorer, tally a bunch of hits, or make par shots. But what they do in practice, their support for their team during competition, and their work ethic doesn't go unnoticed. Your female Behind the Headline nominees are Sydney Burke, Emily Lyon, Lindsay Finch, Emma Pumford, Emma Redlecki, Jolise Buchman, and Hannah Scholl. And the Female Behind the Headline Award goes to Emma Pumford. Now for our Male Behind the Headline nominees. Mario Campo. Josh High. Andrew Bunker. Josiah Ransom. Josh Baumer. Billy Harmon and Trevor Harrington. The Male Behind the Headline Award goes to Andrew Bunger. We're going to take another little break from our awards to get into some other stuff that you athletes and coaches do each year. So community service. Each year we encourage our athletes and coaches to take the time to get involved with the community. This year our teams compiled 500 hours of service dedicated to helping the community. Events included Kaylee's Crusade Carnival, Kaylee's Kickball Tournament, Kaylee's Flag Raising Street Event, Floats for Coats by BMF event, the Easter Carnival at Safety Village, Salvation Army ringing of the bell, and helping with Stroop's gymnastics. We applaud you all for your efforts and time with getting connected with community. Now we'd like to bring up the coaches to introduce All Conference, All Region, and All Americans and give out their special coaches award. Please help me in welcoming men's soccer coach, Mr. Pat Anderson.
I'd like to start out and tell you about our all-conference guys. We compete in very, very high level of competition. Our teams here in the region are especially good for here among all the other sports. You have an opportunity here to compete against and with some really great people, and the soccer team has that opportunity on a game-by-game basis. Our all-conference people, as they were recognized, I'm not going to have you come up here, but you can, if you'd stand up, please. Actually, it turns out that 2 of them have already made their flights home, so the only one who's going to be here, Jesse DaCosta, is first team all-conference. Lewis Hurst and Josh Haig were second team all-conference. We have an individual team award that I give out every year. This one turns out to be, I call it Nothing Can Stop Me Award. We have some guys, as every team does, who no matter what happens, they take it in stride and they keep on moving. They find some positive and they just try to make things the best they can make them. In this particular case, we're talking about a guy who was enjoying a really, really good season and through no fault of anyone's, just came down wrong, injured his leg, and lost the rest of the season. Never ever missed a beat, kept right on moving, got surgery, came right back, already was training in the spring. So the Nothing Can Stop Me award this year goes to Tom Alibo. A couple of quick things and I'll be done. Our 2 sophomores, Jesse DaCosta, Ryan Koch, who are leaving us, who have been here for 2 years. Jesse's moving on to Southern Illinois and on to West Virginia Tech. Congratulations to both of you. You've done a great job. You've been a real role model for all of the new people who came in this year as the only ones coming back after last year, after the COVID epidemic. A couple special recognitions. Bryce Peterson, Noel Dixon, Brian Anderson. They did things above and beyond. We have to go off campus a lot. They were constantly driving people back and forth and never taking, they just never should be taken for granted. All they did without getting people to and from the places we had to get to, because without them, it would have been a real struggle for us. So thank you guys. 2 more. Dr. DeMart and his wife Desiree. I'm not sure if there's another president of a college anywhere who would have been in a van packed with to the limit with kids and driven across the state and spent the weekend with them and driven back, but he did, and we really appreciate it. Thank you. Everyone needs to understand here that there are people in this building right now that put forth more effort than anyone actually knows for your benefit. And most of them are standing up here on stage. George, Andrew, David, and Ashley, they do massive amounts of work to make you successful. And if anyone doesn't realize that, then it's because you haven't been watching. They get more out of less than anyone else in this entire region. So I'd like to hand, please. One last thing, international student athletes overcome a ton of obstacles to get here, and they provide diversity and cultural differences, but a global community college. A huge portion of our soccer team are international students who make a tremendous effort to get here, and I'd like to thank all of them. Thank you.
Thank you, Pat.
There's like yellow highlights on it. There it is.
That one? What about the regional? Sorry, too many papers up here.
I got all kinds of stuff. We're good.
Okay, let me just get it. Okay, unfortunately, Tyler Beaton was unable to make it tonight, so in his honor, Andy is going to take over introducing women's soccer.
No, the hat looks too good. Well, it might look better, but we're gonna go with hat. All right, anyways. So, talk about our women's soccer team. I had the privilege, which I hope it was a privilege, of driving them out, where did we go? We went to Fulton, Montgomery, and Adirondack. Now, unfortunately, I was the one that drove them out there, but I was the one that drove them back because we were going to leave a lot earlier. So I'm like, hand up, I'll fall on that grenade. I'll get back to the west side of the state as fast as I can. Looking back, I don't know if that was the best decision. Let's just say, really hope I never have a daughter. Let's just say that. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But no, it was good. The girls were nice. They were playing their music. It was the same 10 songs every 30 minutes. So eventually I just had to be like, no, aux cord is mine now. And they kept on complaining. I was like, hey, listen, when you're driving, you pick the music, but I'm the one driving now. And they were all like, what? So they didn't really like it because it was like Blink-182, and they thought like it was like some sort of romantic comedy thing. But growing up with Blink-182, that's the kind of music I like. So that's what we went with. So anyways, women's soccer, it was a great group of girls that I was with, even though I'm giving them a hard time, but I really enjoyed my time with them, got to know them a little bit, and that's part of being in the athletic administration is getting to know all the student athletes, all the teams and everything like that. Real quick, I just want to recognize we had some all-conference winners this year. If you're here, please stand, be recognized. Second team, All-WINIAC, Kylie Keith. Second team, All-WINIAC, Jacqueline Bush. Second team, All-WINIAC, Hannah Scholl. And second team, All-WINIAC, Emma Fox. Ladies, I don't know if any of you are coming back next year. If you are, we're more than welcome to have you. Holly, is that you? You're coming back? Hey, yeah, girlfriend. All right. So we're gonna get to know each other a little bit more. All right. So I cannot wait for that. No. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, the women's soccer team. Oh, that's right. Forgot there was an award. My bad. For the team award. This year's team award was called the Honey Badger Award. The ladies probably know what this means by it, but everybody knows what a honey badger is. It's a feisty little critter. Let's just say that. So this year's Honey Badger Award goes to Lizzie Gordon. Listen, I see her in that back there. She is as ferocious as they get. So we're moving on to cross country. Unfortunately, our head coach, Cindy Beeman, could not be here tonight. So I will be talking about our cross country team. Yes, sir. All right, so cross country team. We'll talk about our lone woman runner. Her name Emma Redelecki. This was her second season that she ran with us. It's about as sweet of a girl as you can find on campus. Really nice, talkative. I remember I had to drive them out to Olean one time, and she was just talking and talking and talking. She loves music, so she's talking about music. So I got to know a little bit about her that way. So it was fun, and I don't know how many people ran cross country before, but it's a very disciplined sport. You have to go out there and just do it on your own. You just can't be held accountable for it. If you want to succeed, it's just like in any sport. You want to succeed, you got to go out and do things outside of time with practice. So that was Emma Redelecki. On the men's side, we had one runner as well, and that was Joey Piloteri. Piloteri, so he came here to wrestle, but we find that we have a lot of guys that wrestle, they also like to run, and Piloteri fit that. And I'll tell you what, he's about as wiry as a kid as you will find, and that's what I appreciate about Joey. So Joey had a great year, helped him get ready for wrestling, and we're happy that he was a part of the group. So this year's Jayhawk Determination Award goes to one Joey Piloteri.
Okay. I get to take back the mic one last time as the volleyball coach and introduce my group. So as I say your name, please stand. Maddie Johnson, Emma Pumford, Megan Cotter, Claire Pumford, Brianna Hopkins, and Emma McCarthy. I'd also like to acknowledge my awesome coaching staff, Miss Lauren Beekner, Sally Rudney, and Miss Maddie Alexander. Could not do what I do without those three, and have been blessed for 13 years to be able to do it. And now I get to hand off the baton to a great athlete and who's going to be a great coach. So for one last time, for all conference honors, Madison Johnson, Emma McCarthy, Maggie McClelland, and Megan Cotter all received all conference honors this year. Ms. Claire Pumford was also named to the Waniak All-Tournament team. And receiving all region honors were Madison Johnson for second team, Emma McCarthy for second team, and Claire Pumford for third team. So I named my special award this year the Circle of Excellence Award. This athlete was an absolute pleasure to have every single day. I wish I could have one of her every year. She worked hard. She had a great smile on her face every day. She's only sticking it out for 1 year. Wish she would have done 2. But she's been phenomenal in all aspects of life. So Miss Megan Cotter, please come up. You don't have to run.
Thanks.
Okay, I would now like to welcome Mr. Xavier Chernick for men's basketball.
Hello, everyone. Good to see everyone here. Just to talk a little bit about our team, we had a pretty brand new roster this year, only bringing back 2 players from last year. So first and foremost, I just want to thank the guys that chose JCC to come here and be coached by myself and the staff. We were happy to have you guys. Very learning year for us, bringing back, a good amount of our roster next year, hoping that we learn from those experiences. A lot of these guys have been working hard in the off season, just being held accountable. Something in our program we talk about a lot is just opportunity. As JCC as a whole, nothing is promised outside of an opportunity because it's up to you to do the work. We're here to support you. The resources are here for you to succeed. We just want to see you put the work in and try to help you get to where you want to be. For all conference awards, we had one player that got this award as all conference second team, all region, Gonzalo LeCue. Stand up, Gonzalo. Gonzalo comes all the way from Madrid, Spain. He's been here for the whole year. We were happy to have him this year, and we're looking forward to him coming back next year as well. My special award that I named is called All Gas, No Brakes. All right? This award goes to someone that's been with us for 2 years. He's been at the junior college level, coming to us from Clinton Community College. I received the email. He was looking for an opportunity. I told him about the opportunity here, and he ultimately decided to come here. And he's been with us for the last 2 years. The reason why I call it this award is because he always would come to practice with effort. It's one thing I never had to coach with him was effort, and coaches know that's one of the things you can't coach. That's something you got to bring every day. I may have said his name the most, over the course of the year, but he knows it's all tough love, and I was just trying to get him better. And the award goes to Jafar Yahuza.
Okay, please welcome to the stage Mr. Dave Turnbull from women's basketball.
Good evening, everybody. Couple people I'd like to thank right out of the gate, George Sisson and Ashley Lund, for taking a chance on a high school coach to come and coach the women's basketball team. It's been an honor and something that I've really loved doing this past season. I got the job in July and kind of got it on the fly. And I was blessed with having a roster of players that were extremely helpful to me in transitioning and getting me comfortable with things. And you'll hear a couple of the names in a minute, but two of the players that I reached out to right away, one I've known, she played for me in high school, was Sydney Burke. And the other player who did not know me, we had never met, was Hannah Hicks. And I spoke to Hannah a lot between July and August when she came here. And Sid was a critical person in helping me, introducing me to everyone. And I can't say enough good things about those two young ladies. As far as the team was concerned, I was blessed with a great group of girls. Some are leaving, some will be back next season. I'm so looking forward to what we've built and what we have coming back. I'm excited. Jess Beeler, I believe, is going to be going on to Alfred University to play, and I think she's going to do wonderful things there. And Sydney Burke is going to go on to play as well, and I think that says a lot about the girls' basketball program. That being said, as far as another thanks, I can't say enough good things about Bree Davis. Bree's sitting in the back. She was my assistant coach this year. She was my assistant coach when I was at Southwestern. She played for me when she was a player at Maple Grove. And probably most importantly, in my view, Bree Davis played basketball here for 2 years. She went on to play at Penn State Barron. From there, she got her master's degree at Niagara University, and she's a teacher now at Fredonia Central School. And she's been a tremendous asset to me wherever I've been. So, Bree, I want to thank you. As far as recognition for individual players is concerned, I was fortunate. We had a second-team guard in Nay Harden from Erie, Pennsylvania, and I don't believe Nay is here today. We had another first-team Region 3 player in Kimmy Nance, and I don't believe Kimmy's here tonight either, but Kimmy's going to go on and play at Medaille next year. And probably one of the best players I've ever had the pleasure to coach. She, and Hannah, I hope I don't forget anything, but Hannah Hicks led the nation in rebounding. She was first team all Region 3. She was Region 3 Player of the Year, and she was an NJCAA All-American. Hannah, stand up. And Hannah, a couple weeks ago, reached out to me, and probably I've never smiled so much in my life, but Hannah said that she wanted to come back one more year. So she's going to be back with us playing next year as well. So I can't say enough about that. Lastly, my own Special Coaches Award, I called it Above and Beyond. It's really a true grit award, a perseverance award. If any coach had 10 players like this player, no matter what the sport, they'd have a great team. I had the pleasure to coach her in high school, and she was a phenomenal player in high school. She decided to stay at JCC this season because she wanted to play for me again. And Sydney Burke is a kid that she devoted so much of her time getting ready to play this season. Before we played her first game, she injured her MCL, and it would have been easy for Sydney. Sydney started out as a D1 softball player. It would have been easy for her to just say, hey, I've hurt my knee, I tore my ACL in high school, maybe I should just be done. Sydney Burke, every single day, went to physical therapy, came to practice every single day, came to every game on the road, knee in pain, still drove in the vans that we were riding in. And maybe most importantly from me as a coach, there were days where she kept the official scorebook. There's days that she kept our stats. There's other days she filmed, which she absolutely hated doing. And then to get ready for the second semester, she had to take an extra course, and she was willing to do that. And then when she came back and played the second semester, she was our second leading scorer and our leading three-point shooter, and a huge part of the reason that we were successful, because she did everything above and beyond, more than I could ever hope for, more than anyone could ever ask. Sid Burke, come on up.
Please welcome Mr. Chris Shimmick from wrestling.
How's it going, guys? All right, I was going to have these guys come up here, you know, get them on the stage, embarrass them a little bit, but I'll be nice because all the other coaches didn't do it. You could just stand up. All right, so our first team, all region, all district. I'm going to go in reverse order because one of them's late coming from class. At 285, we have Alex Christie. No, stand up, stand up. At 197, Brock Johnson. At 174, co-regent MOW, Sergeant Ross Abram. And I don't think he's going to make it in time, but at least he went to class today. At 149, James Rankin. So any of you who've had the opportunity to get to know me, which probably outside of my guys and maybe some of these other coaches behind me and admin, not many, all right, know that everything that I do is not about becoming a better wrestler. All right, it's about becoming a better human being. So I've been very fortunate with this group of young men that I was able to take them and help try and make them better young leaders, because to me, that's more important. All right, it's about the community, it's about your family, it's about taking care of yourself, most importantly. So for my award, all right, I call it the Spartan Award. Everyone, all my guys know Spartan mindset. You know, I come into practice, gimping, you still got to go. You got to go. You know, you just push through it. This kid is exactly what I could hope for in a student athlete. All right, he goes to class, he comes to practice, he comes early, he stays late, he pours his soul out. Heck, he even pours his guts out every day, every single day. But he's a human. He struggles at times, always finds a way to pull through. I don't think I've ever heard any one negative statement come out of this young man's mouth, and I mean that. I don't think I've heard a single one. He's always positive, he's always happy, and all the guys know that this guy sells out every single day. Spartan Award, Alex Christie. No, come on up. Oh, I forgot to add, he verbally committed to come back, and now that I've announced it, he's got to do it. Before I part here, I just want to give a big Jayhawk thank you to everybody behind me, and Trainer Dave is not here. George Sisson, all right? I can't believe he hasn't fired me yet. Ashley Lund, I can't believe she hasn't killed me yet. And Big Andy back there, me and him actually get along. So give him a huge round of applause. I love these guys.
Okay, from men and women swimming and diving, Todd Conklin.
All right, thank you. Before I get started, obviously, I've got other people I need to thank as well. First, obviously, I want to thank George Sisson and Ashley for all that they do to help support each and every one of our student athletes. Also, obviously, administration. Without them, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. Derek Hosier, my assistant, he swam for me. He's been with me for about 10 years now, side by side, and it's always good to have that person that you can count on. Most importantly, I think that each one of you student athletes understand the appreciation that we should really give to Andy Regecki for the information and everything that he puts out there for us. This guy right here dedicates more hours to our programs than anybody else. It doesn't matter if it's 10 o'clock at night, 12 o'clock at night, he's writing articles, getting stuff on Twitter, getting things on Instagram. And without that guy, we wouldn't get the press that we get, and he really deserves another hand. I'll follow suit. I won't make everybody come up, but I do want to introduce on our men's side, Joe Kaiser's here, Cole Carlson, and Matthew Fennel, our boys swim team. On the men's side, we did have one individual be second team all-region 2 times, and that is Kobe Pantel. And a little side note on Kobe, next week, Kobe is leaving. He was going to come back and swim one more year, but he is leaving because he is enlisted in the Marines. So congratulations to Kobe. On the men's side, myself and Derek came up with the Jayhawk Rising Star Award. And the Jayhawk Rising Star is really an individual that we felt from the beginning of the year to the end of the year really made progress, did what we needed them to do, made sacrifices, and was able to be coachable and listen and do and help out our team in every which way there was. So for the men's side, for the Jayhawk Rising Star Award, it's going to Cole Carlson. Thanks for dressing up, Cole.
Thanks, Coach. He told me it was casual.
All right, on the women's side, if you guys would stand, we have Lindsay Finch, Jenna Heiberger, Jade Vitus, Kylie Hennessy, Kaylee Constantino, Emily Lyon, Shannon Stein, and Tia Mopart, who is not with us this evening. Some of you may know, some of you may not, but our women's team has excelled over the last 2 years. In the 2 years that we've been here, our women's team has now been named National Non-Scholarship National Title Champions. With that, this year comes a lot of different awards. All region, Tia Mopart was a 5-time first team and 1-time second team, all region. Shannon Stein was 7-time first team. Jen Feiberger, 4 times first team, 2 times second team. Kaylee Constantino, 6-time first team, all region. And Jade Vitus, first team 1 time and second team 1 time. Moving on to districts, Tia Mopart, 6-time, all district. Shannon Stein, 7-time. Kaylee Constantino, 6-time. Jenna, 4 times, and Jade Vitus, 1 time. All-American National, All-American, Kaylee Constantino, first team and 6-time honorable mention. Shannon Stein, first team once, 4 times honorable mention. Jenna, 2 times honorable mention. Jade Vitus, 2 times honorable mention. TMO part, one-time first team and six-time honorable mention, and also TMO part was named the non-scholar swimmer of the meet. These last 2 years have been great, and what we have going forward, I really believe is even going to be better. The Jayhawk Rising Star Award for the women's side, this individual really grew as the season went on. She was asked to do a lot of different things for us this year, a lot of things that she had never even thought probably she would ever do at this level. And, you know, anytime she just went out there and did it. And this year's Jayhawk Rising Star for the women's swim is Jenna Feiberger.
National champion, non-scholarship division at the National Swim Meet. I'd like to have all the ladies come up on stage. The athletic department has a little gift for you. These can be worn next year at every regional meet that you go to. Your little back-to-back to remind people who they're chasing. I think they deserve a standing ovation as national champions. Congratulations, ladies. Go ahead, Tom.
Next, we welcome baseball coach Jericho Weitzel. And Miss Layla.
All right, so we don't have our honors yet for all region and all conference because our season just finished up. So we were asked, I was asked to summarize our season. The biggest thing I can say is for us and from me taking over late was adversity for these guys. A lot of these guys, their college career has been a season canceled due to COVID, last year being messed up because of COVID. This year we had terrible weather all year. Their coach left halfway through the school year. I got forced on them, you know, in January, end of January. So none of them chose to play for me. Like I said, I was kind of forced on them, but I'm appreciative of all the hard work that they put in and the effort they did give me. So I'd like to thank some people up here. George Sisson, thanks to you, we got to play our home games all over Western New York. Thanks to Miss Ashley for halfway through the season saving us from having no catchers. And thanks for the rugged and handsome Andy Rogacki for all his hard work he does for So our Coaches Award this year, what I went with was Swag of the Year. And it wasn't just who dresses the best or has the most drip. It was more of a mindset and an attitude. This person really does a good job of the way he carries himself with confidence. He loves to compete. He loves to go at the other team. It doesn't matter if he's pitching or in the field or even if his 3 at-bats for the year. But I've had the fortune of knowing him for a long time and seeing him progress and evolve into a really, really good baseball player and who's going to go on to do great things. So the winner of our Swag of the Year award is
Bryce Jackson!
Please help me in welcoming Tabitha Stenstrom from softball. I said I was going to choke. You're going to have to bear with me. All right, oh boy, what can I say about this softball team, huh? We had a lot of ups and downs. We were always on the road. We learned a lot about each other on that road, though. Interesting choice in music, Emily. The singers on this team, Ireland. Beautiful, beautiful. The dance moves in the parking lot in Salamanca, Joey. But on those trips, we've come together as a team. We had a lot of laughs, a lot of subs, and good conversations. Sorry, guys. Every person on this team played a vital role, even though our season didn't quite end up how we liked, right? Hopefully you ladies took something positive from the season, whether it is lasting relationships and bonds they otherwise wouldn't have made, or lifelong skills you can carry with you. Want to thank our assistant, Sydney Aketa, for taking a chance on us, right? Working us through a lot this year. The girls are always excited to have you around. You're always supportive. You're my right-hand man, so thank you. This year, we put together a Perseverance Award. The athlete chosen this year has been a member on this team for 2 years. In that time, she has shown that not only that she is a hard worker, but she is dedicated to the sports as well as her academics. She shows up to every practice and games, despite circumstances that were going on around her. During the middle of the season, her and her family experienced a devastating tragedy. Even with all of that, this athlete still showed up to practices and games with positive composure and performed the best that she could. This just goes to show you what kind of teammate she is, the leader she is, and the type of person she is. Her parents raised a very strong young lady, and they should be proud. The apple didn't fall far from the tree, as her parents showed up to every game and also were very supportive. Her mom provided food for the team and handled the scorekeeping. Her dad provided good feedback, and if I could give the award to the whole family, I would. With that being said, it is a pleasure to present this award to Emily Horth. Oh, boy.
It's my opportunity to talk a few minutes about our golf program. This year, we had 9 players on our men's golf team. It eliminated down to 8 with an illness on one of our guys. We competed in 9 tournaments this winter-spring season, and we're looking forward to it. We're not done yet. This weekend, we host the regional championships out at Chautauqua, and we will also qualify as a team in the Junior College Division III National Championship in June in Chautauqua. So our season still has plenty to go. Tremendous improvement throughout the year. Most of our golfers have dropped well over 20 strokes, and as a team, we've dropped over 60 strokes from our worst tournament to our best tournament. And honestly, to be quite honest with you, we've golfed in weather that I would quit golfing if I had to play in it. So it's really a good group of young men. Really looking forward to how we finish. It's not necessarily how you start, but how you finish, and I think we have the potential to do something in regionals this weekend. We talk about golf, we drive for show, we puff for dough. And the biggest thing about being able to puff for dough is our approach. So I named this year's Golf Coach Award the approach to win. And it's not necessarily the approach to make the putt, it's how you approach the tournament, it's how you approach practice, it's all the stuff that goes along with it. And my Coach's Award this year, the Approach to Win Award, goes to Traden Gray. Currently, Trey is ranked 6th going into our regional tournament this weekend, so look forward to getting back on our home course where he won the region tournament a couple weeks ago.
Okay. We'd also like to take a minute to acknowledge some of our coaching accolades that have happened throughout this year. Mr. Dave Turnbull recorded his first collegiate win with our program. And he was also named Coach of the Year. So congrats on a great first year. I'd also like to recognize our baseball coach, Jericho, for his first collegiate win with our program. And for the man of the hour, back to the stage, please welcome Mr. Andrew Rogacki for...
All right, so moving on to our next award, we have the Male Iron Jayhawk. So the Iron Jayhawk Award is presented to the student athlete who shows the most determination, dedication, and iron-like mentality to returning to competition following an injury. The recipient of this award has faced extreme adversity and persevered through their physical injury and accompanying mental and emotional stress of injury. Both the men's and women's Iron Jayhawk recipients suffered season-ending injuries that cut short their spectacular seasons that they were having at that moment. These injuries were truly devastating, but this did not deter them from doing their best to return as quickly as possible. First up, we have Male Iron Jayhawk. The men's winner was having a great season for the men's. He's having a great season for the men's soccer team, scoring 3 goals and adding assists before his season was cut short due to an ACL tear. Even though he was unable to compete, he continued to be a leader both on and off the field. This individual consistently pushes his limits further each day in the athletic training room and always wants to be better himself, everything he does. And I can attest to that. This kid just had surgery this past winter. He's doing all sorts of lateral movements, and I see him up there on the mats every day. It blows my mind that he's able to do that kind of stuff right now. So this year's 2021-22 Men's Iron Jayhawk Award goes to Tolo Malebo. Moving on to female Iron Jayhawk. The women's winner helped lead the basketball team to a berth in the NJCAA District East semifinals. She averaged just over 9 points a game, as well as dishing out 50 assists during the season. She sustained a season-ending knee injury against Monroe Community College, but that did not deter her either. She fought in the athletic training room as hard as she can and tried to return and play, and continues to battle in both the academic training room and physical therapy clinic to return to full health. And I just got the word that she's going to my alma mater, AU, so our winner goes to Jessica Beeler. So I'm going to go off script here real quick. So we had our nominees for Best Dressed tonight. They were Your Angel Gonzalez, Claire Pumford, Mario Campo, and Nunji. Now, this is all up left to Twitter. This is Twitter spoke. And our best dress goes to number 24, Jordan Gonzalez. Jordan, I'll get you a gift card afterwards, all right, brother? All right, moving on. This year was a great year for our female athletes. They rose to the occasion, showed heart, determination, and grit. They represented women's sport in the best fashion possible and ignited their teams through the season. Here are the nominees for Female Athlete of the Year. Hannah Hicks, women's basketball. Kaylee Constantino, women's swimming and diving. Each of these athletes excelled in their respective areas, and we are thankful to have such strong female presence on our athletic teams. The Female Athlete of the Year award goes to Hannah Hicks. Moving on. We have our Male Athlete of the Year. Each year, our male athletes compete at the highest level and assert themselves to the best in their field. This year was no different. We have had a joy watching these athletes give their very best day in and day out. This group of young men is both talented and dedicated and have represented our school with class. It gives me great pleasure to announce the nominees for Male Athlete of the Year. T from men's soccer. Kobe Pantal, men's swimming and diving. Uncle Ross, wrestling. And Bryce Jackson, baseball. And the winner of this year's Male Athlete of the Year goes to Uncle Ross. Just real quick before we're coming to the end, I promise. After this, if anybody that has won an award can meet me out by the backdrop so I can grab photos, so I can just splash all of our accomplishments on our social media, that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you.
Okay, we're going to head into our academic awards. We're going to end the night with our Scholar Athlete Award. For the final award, we would like to acknowledge our scholar athletes. Each year in the Jayhawk Athletic Department, we choose a male and female freshman and sophomore athlete who best personifies the term student athlete. The recipients are honored with the Jamestown Community College Scholar Athlete of the Year Award. This year's scholar athletes for the 2022 Freshman Female Scholar Athlete Award goes to Madison Johnson. Our Freshman Male Scholar Athlete Award goes to Kim McGee. I don't believe Kim was here tonight to accept the award. We'll make sure he gets that. Our Sophomore Female Scholar Athlete Award goes to Rayanne Machee. She is also not here to accept her award, but we will make sure that she gets that. And our sophomore male scholar athlete award goes to Ben Livingston. Ben is also unable to make it tonight. That's true. They are hard at work studying for their finals. I'm going to turn the mic over back to George for our closing speech.
Well, I don't think it's going to be a speech, but it definitely is a celebration. Whether you got an award, you were part of that award, all right? Because a team has got to be greater than one. So I appreciate everybody that's in this room. I'm appreciative of our athletes and how they wear our green and gold. I'm appreciative of our coaches. You guys, it's a year-round get, and I appreciate the effort that you put in there. Parents, I appreciate the support we get from home. This is, I know it's college, and we sometimes keep our parents out there, but we do appreciate your support from home. It's a great night to celebrate. We've had a lot of fun with lots of smiles. Everybody give yourself a hand. Meet me out back for some sweets. You know us old fat guys love sweets.